Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be showcasing Frieza, or Supreme Leader, pretty much. Yeah, I got his Ascended version, and he's all SSS. The only thing that he doesn't have that's good is the traits, but I'm going to be working on that, hopefully getting a better trait. If I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to hope for Genesis or All-Star. I'll take any of those, but yeah, I really don't know how strong he is, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah, the best place to really showcase him is Infinite Mode, because he does get like evolutions, like per like how much damage he dealt. So we want to deal like the most damage so he can like evolve, I guess. And yeah, we're pretty much going to go into Infinite Mode because that is the best way, because of course he can deal the most damage and kill like the most bosses or enemies and stuff, so that's really nice. Alright, so now we're pretty much going to do our first Supreme transformation. So yeah, first transformation looks something like this, and pretty cool stuff. He does also have this circle AoE. You guys take a look at it. Yeah, he pretty much has this like mini circle AoE. He has 3 Zarbons or something, but yeah, he pretty much has 3 or 2. It's pretty much his outer AoE attack, so he also does that. He apparently also does 2 hits as well, which is kind of pretty good. So the next transformation, you pretty much need 1 million to 1,500,000 like damage or DPS, and we're about to reach it. And then he pretty much transforms one more time, and then so yeah, 1 million. So now we can activate this, and then you transform into this mode. Pretty cool stuff. And this is pretty much his DPS, and he also gets a line AoE as well. And yeah, he's pretty much has all these like, I guess, enemies flying around, so he pretty much hits this like, I assume he hits this like outer perimeter or something like that, so that's actually pretty cool, I guess. And yeah, pretty much the more he transforms, the more damage he does, and the stronger he becomes, so you guys can transform more. So next transformation is pretty much this one, where he pretty much goes into his final form, looks something like this. And he pretty much has 2 AoE cones, which is kind of honestly insane, if I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, you guys can see his damage went up. He also has 49 range, and then his SPA, it's a bit high, but overall damage is pretty decent. But one thing I do have to mention is that personally, I will probably get All-Star on him, because you just want 1 copy, because he will do more damage, and then you can pretty much get his full transformation. And then this is his full power. These are his stats. Overall, actually pretty OP. And if this is pretty much some like all-star level stats in my personal opinion. The damage at least is like all-star level, and that's actually pretty good. The only thing I will say though is his speed is really high, if I'm gonna be honest, but his DPS is actually really strong as well. And yeah, his like splash AoE, or actually his outer AoE stuff, is also pretty nice, because he pretty much hits units like out here as well, because he summons like, I guess, his army and stuff, so that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, other than that though, that's pretty much Frieza's stats. Maybe if I get All-Star on him, I might do another showcase, because he looks honestly pretty damn OP of a unit. But yeah, it takes definitely a long time to just like upgrade him as well, because you know, you need like over 2 million damages done, so just keep that in mind. But anyways, that's that. I'll end out the video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.